Supreme Commander Vexather stood on the bridge of his flagship, watching 10,000 warships complete their encirclement of Earth. The Dominion had spent 50 years planning this moment, the final subjugation of the Death World humans. Every ship was in position, every weapon charged, every escape route blocked. "Broadcast the surrender terms," he ordered, his chitinous chest swelling with pride. Before his communications officer could comply, she received an incoming message. From inside their own ship. "Hey, Vex," came a distinctly human voice over the internal comm. "It's Mike from engineering. Well, actually, it's Colonel Michael Harrison from Earth Intelligence. We need to talk." Vexather's 6 eyes widened. "Security to engineering. Intruder alert." "About that," Mike continued casually. "I've been working in your engineering department for 3 years. You gave me a commendation last month, remember? For fixing the quantum drive fluctuation. Also, security isn't coming. Lieutenant Rodriguez, you know her as Security Chief Zekval, and I disabled the alert system Tuesday during the routine maintenance you signed off on." The bridge erupted in chaos. Officers checking their systems, finding backdoors and modifications everywhere. "Sarah here," another human voice chimed in from navigation. "You guys really should have questioned why your new navigator was so good at finding shortcuts through human space. I've been feeding you routes for 2 years." "Yo, it's James from the cafeteria," a third voice added. "Remember last week when everyone got food poisoning except the humans? Yeah, that wasn't food poisoning. That was a targeted biological agent that made you susceptible to human pheromone control. You've been slightly more agreeable to our suggestions ever since." Vexather slammed his claw on the console. "How many of you are there?" "On your ship," Mike laughed. 47. "In your fleet?" "About 12,000. We've been infiltrating for 20 years. "Impossible. We have genetic scanners. Biometric security." "Right, those systems I've been maintaining," Sarah said. "Funny thing about being the tech support, you control what the machines say. Your scanners haven't worked properly in 18 months. That Regellian trader who joined last year? That's actually Dave from Ohio. We gave him some prosthetics and purple paint. You made him your cultural advisor." On the view screen, Earth's president appeared, sitting calmly at her desk with a cup of coffee. "Commander Vexather," she said politely. "I'm President Thompson. I wanted to thank you for gathering your entire fleet in one convenient location. It saves us the trouble of hunting you down separately. You're bluffing. Even with saboteurs, you cannot stop 10,000 ships. Susan, you want to take this one?" the president asked. A new voice came through the comms. "Admiral Susan Park, Earth Strategic Command, though you know me as Fleet Coordinator 9 Theta. I've been your second-in-command for 7 years. Remember all those fleet formations I suggested? The ones that would maximize firepower? They actually position your ships perfectly to fire on each other if your targeting systems were to, say, suddenly get recalibrated." She paused. "Which they did. About 5 minutes ago." Vexather rushed to the weapons console, finding it locked out. A sticky note, an actual paper sticky note, was attached to the screen. "Password is humanity_rules_123. Love, Mike." "The thing about humans," President Thompson continued, "is we're really good at pretending to be what we're not. We spent thousands of years practicing deception on each other. Spies, double agents, method actors, deception is an art form for us. But your biology, your DNA, oh that." James laughed. "Humans are wildly genetically diverse. With some minor cosmetic surgery and genetic therapy, we can pass for half the species in the galaxy. Did you know your own species' DNA is only 7% different from ours? That's less than the difference between humans and chimps." Alarms started blaring across the bridge. Not attack alarms, system failures. Life support switching to minimal. Engines powering down. Weapons disarming. "Every ship in your fleet is experiencing the same thing," Mike explained. "We call it Operation Trojan Horse. Though technically we're more like Trojan everything. We're your engineers, your cooks, your navigators, your janitors, especially the janitors. Nobody ever suspects the janitor. Even if you disable our fleet, Earth has no warships to challenge us. President Thompson smiled. Who needs warships? Your fleet is our warship now. Admiral Park, would you like to give the order? With pleasure, Susan replied. All human operatives, execute Protocol 7. Across 10,000 ships, 12,000 humans simultaneously took control. 3 years of preparation, 20 years of infiltration, all for this moment. By the way, Mike added cheerfully, we're keeping the ships. Earth's been needing a fleet upgrade. Thanks for delivering them. Oh, and Vex, your surrender terms were generous, but we're going to have to counter with our own. Unconditional capitulation, or we use your own fleet to glass your homeworld. You can't. The Dominion doesn't exist anymore, Sarah interrupted. Did you miss the part where we've been infiltrating for 20 years? Your Senate, your colonies, your entire command structure. At least 30% are humans in disguise. Your empire has been a puppet state for the last 5 years. We just let you think you were in charge. As Vexather's world crumbled around him, one thought echoed through his mind. The Deathworlders hadn't needed to fight. They'd simply become them, and they'd never even noticed. Humanity's greatest weapon wasn't their resilience or their aggression. It was their ability to pretend, to adapt, to become anyone and anything. The war was over before it began.